Alrighty then, guys. Super G is back in the building. Yes, I am. Just had me a nice heaping spoonful of peanut butter, which is my favorite thing in the world. I love peanut butter, man. I love it. It's good stuff. Plus, if like you're trying to curb,
Lissie, slow down.
trying to curb your appetite a little bit, it's a great way to do
Who knows
it.
what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and breaking something.
Man, stop being such a
Lissie?
crybaby.
Are you there?
She's up here, man. Stop panicking. She's up here. Yeah, see? What does she see? What's wrong?
Teddy,
Oh no.
Look away, Lissie.
is this what happened to the villagers? They killed themselves?
It's one body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
What?
This is just ghastly. What made him do this? How long has he been... What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother
Don't.
drowned herself?
Wow. Wow. Ruth.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her. So she ran,
No.
and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact.
I don't know. I kind of might draw the same conclusion, though, if it were me.
Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's not Johann or Frederick, and he's too old to be Simon. There's nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace? You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. It's tragic, but really none of my concern.
Oh, Betty, always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else. What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me,
cut him
then
down.
for yourself. Or for
Betty?
your Betty.
Yeah, cut him down, man. Do it, man. Do it. I know you don't want to do...
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
Come on, man.
You can. Teddy. Edward. I know you can. You've been through much worse.
Clearly so. So his mother committed suicide by drowning?
What the Fretlands, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
perhaps they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened?
I don't know. It's too early to tell.
Penny
The
for your
simplest-
thoughts?
Simplest solution he believes is often the correct, and the villagers believe Simon killed Ruth, and so he most likely did. When tragedy befalls them, Edward thinks people... Let's go here. I don't want to lose
Was
it.
probably murdered.
And you think Simon did it?
Your guess is as good as mine. It could have been an accident.
You're really not helping.
Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're exhausted.
I buried a corpse today, Alice.
I know. I'm sorry. Why don't you sleep in the guest bedroom?
The couch is fine. The Fretlands could still come home.
All right. Just don't come crying to me if you wake up with a crick in your neck.
Boy, them things hurt too, buddy.
I'll be up for a while, if you feel like talking.
I think we will talk. I mean, it's still relatively early, though, you know? Man, that is so beautiful, man. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we didn't get a chance to read this last time.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this.
Just like the book. Isn't that odd?
It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland. My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret. Frederick's wife. The two brothers married sisters, remember?
Yes, and it's adorable. Keep reading.
I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before... It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget? I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason.
Interesting.
He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
And we what?
The rest is unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born, but burned recently.
Okay, so I'm guessing at this point we probably can explore some other things now. I'm not gonna go back over there just yet. It's like usually a door like that kind of leads to a basement or something. Let me come back up here. We were in here once before. We did read that. I'm pretty sure. Did we not? Turn the page. Oh, that's not it. That wasn't the right button. I would, well, this is a lot to read. She has left us, or our dear Ruth is gone. I cannot believe it was Simon's doing. He too is now gone, and with him, all hope Graavik had left with it. Oh, we could just do it this way. Okay, actually, I think I am going to read this for you guys. Okay, I looked at her drawings while she was out. She's got such an imagination. September 5th, 1923, we received another letter from Mr. Harden. He'll be here in October as planned. I look forward to having someone else speak with, if only for a few days. Not that Johann is a good company, but we have little to converse about outside our daily routines. There's been no sign of Mr. Harden's sister yet. If she left Alusud, I'm not sure I've said that right, weeks ago, where could she be? She may well have decided to stop along the way. We've heard nothing, but we so rarely speak with anyone outside of Graavik these days. I do hope she's all right. I would hate for Mr. Harden to come all this way to no avail. Ruth is still being secretive. I know she's hiding something. One of these days I will follow her. September 9th, no church service again today. The vicar hasn't been back since the memorial service in July. Johann believes he won't be back and that he has given up on Graavik like everyone else. I'm thinking I'm coming down with a cold. September 15th. Someone damaged our boat during the night. That's the third one this month. Johann suspects Frederick, of course. I fear something is bubbling to the surface again after all these years. I'm not at all feeling well and spent most of yesterday and today in bed. Ruth was sweet and brought me potato soup and tea with honey and milk. September 18th, and we read this part. She has left us. Our dearest Ruth is gone. I cannot believe it was Simon's doing. He too is now gone, and with him all hope Graavik had left with it. Okay. Little backstory for us. And we played this. We already played this. We've already played, well, some of it anyway. Let's see. I think this door locked? No, it wasn't locked. But I'll go in there in a minute. Let me go over here. I think one of these doors was locked. Was it this one? No, I thought this door was locked. No? Picture of Jesus over the bed. Let's go back out. There's nothing in here. See, the sun is definitely going down. We're going to rest here in a minute, but not before we explore everything. Okay, this is the one that was locked. Whose room is this? There's no idea. All right, let's go to Ruth's room. Now, we had been in here before. What is this? She found buried treasure. This is the church. He was in the church. This is actually a really good drawing. Yeah. Let's see, what do we have here? She looks sad. Are they arguing? What is this? Is that like a sea monster or something? Oh boy. The plot thickens. And we saw her crayons, which she draws. She draws really well. All right, guys. I guess we're gonna go downstairs and take a nap. I do want to look at this this sun setting here just a second, if you guys don't mind. Oh man, this looks amazing. The sun setting and reflecting off of that water, man. That's pretty amazing. Okay. Well, I think we've seen all we need to see. We're going to get some rest since we had to bury that guy after he hung himself, which is odd. But say I too am of the mind that maybe he had something to do with it. Maybe he knows something he shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe he felt alone. Well, there's another note here. Did we not read this one? All right. Dear Mr. Fretlin, I trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. Thank you for your gracious invitation to your stay at your home this October. I think we wrote this. I hope it will present no inconvenience to your family. I'm presently preparing for the Atlantic voyage on the SS something and plan to depart Boston later this month. I've still had no word from my sister Elizabeth, though I hope she has made it to Graavik in the time since the last letter. If this is the case, and if at all possible, I would greatly appreciate receiving a cable with the news. If Elizabeth cannot compensate you for the cost, I will, of course, do so as soon as I arrive. In regards to the dates of my travels, I shall be arriving in Oslo via ferry from Bergen on October the 15th. I will something or another. You know, seeing that makes me think of something, guys. So, did we do this? I've been hearing that schools aren't teaching cursive writing anymore. Is that the case where you live, where you're from? Let me know in the comments below. What's here? Oh, this was that book. We've already interacted with this. We've read it before.
I almost forgot putting this aside when I lit the fire.
You didn't, actually.
Wasn't there an inscription inside?
Christmas.
Simon gave that book to Ruth. But who burned it?
Johann or Anna, if they believed Simon killed her.
But they were friendly, right? Simon and Ruth, before...
I imagine so. And we know the sisters were close.
I still don't understand why the brothers had a falling out.
Whatever drove a wedge between them, it was big.
Yeah, we actually didn't move that book to that rocking chair. We put it back in the fireplace. I'm pretty sure I remembered us doing that. Okay, we looked at that. We read that. We did that in the first episode. Just making sure there's nothing else here that we can interact with. I don't think so. We know that's the roots. Oh, we can place the hat there. Okay.
What are you doing?
Betty will want these back.
I don't think it's healthy.
Not now, please. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Where is she? Can we talk to her? No? All right, let's rest. Sleep. Sleep.
Quite the day, huh?
Yeah.
Ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course. And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
Oh no.
Hush now. Sleep.
Sleep. That's really sweet. She's humming to us. Day 3. All right. We're up. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. What movie is that from, guys? Do you know? Well, I guess it depends on the time of day. So does it look as bright as before?
Lissie!
Right up the stairs, Teddy.
Okay. Just want to make sure you was close by. You ain't go wandering off again.
Teddy? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Lissie!
I'm in here.
She's in Ruth's room.
This is her room. Are you paying attention? Ruth. Can you imagine?
I didn't see that doll up there
One
before.
moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then nothing. Darkness. Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look.
She's about to burn a hole in him, boy. I feel like was this here before? What is
Ruth
this?
is an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet. She was 8. Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
What is that figure supposed to be? It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew. It looks like this box under her desk.
Really? Let me see. Pull it out.
Go ahead and open it, man. I guess I have to tell him to, but I would have done it anyway. There's that
What
pen.
is this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. They belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys.
Right.
Wait! The pin. on the doll.
This is where it came from. Her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
A dig.
That's a better question.
Gravesite. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things.
That's a possibility. I think I saw something over by the bed over here. No, it was the bed itself.
She made her bed that morning. Before she...
Or her parents did. It doesn't matter. It tells us nothing.
Why are you like this today? Betty's not the only person in the world that matters.
She matters the most to me.
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, I can't say I blame her. You know what I mean? I get both sides. You know, I get that he's mostly concerned about his sister, but I mean, there are more things happening here than just his sister.
This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle, Simon and his father on the other.
A community divided.
Mm-hmm. And by the expression on the faces of the drawings, they do not look happy at all. And Ruth looks really sad. Okay. Check this one out.
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or the...
Mine. It could be. But what did she find?
Her Viking treasure. Of course.
All right, let's look at there's one here.
That must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
No.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Let's check this.
Here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
Well, she didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic events.
This is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and... Is that a bell?
The church bell. Someone's here. Maybe... Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church
My
bell?
God, you and
She's in
Betty,
trouble.
man.
I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night? We should be careful.
I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this.
Do we want to make this trip without her? I don't know.
Do you see anyone?
They must be inside the church.
Okay, we'll try to make our way to it. I wanted to look at that because I mean I can see it from here, talking about the curse, but I wanted to know what was going to be said. I guess I missed the opportunity. All right, let's make our way over there. Question is, how exactly does one get over there? Okay, well, I guess we have to go through the gate and down. Go this way. So, guys, what do you think of this game so far? Has it grabbed your attention? It's definitely gotten mine. I guess I'm still trying to understand, like, how... Draw? Oh, wait. I think he already did it, though. Hold on. How cool is that? How cool is that? This is the first time we've ever actually gotten an image of him fully, you know, we can fully view him. This is a really nice addition to the game. So my guess is that he's documenting the lay of the land. Okay, let's go ahead and get up. Let me check the journal. Yeah. So we're keeping a record of, okay, so we found where we found the doll, the church bell, the hat, 4-reader, yeah, the scarf. Okay. All right, guys, let's try to get to this church. I think this is the route to get there. Yeah, we go through the gate here. And just, I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe it's me, but, you know, Edward just seems, I don't know, man. It's like kind of disassociative, kind of detached from reality, you know, socially. He's just like he's lost his connection with people, you know. He's so regimented in his thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Oh boy. What do we have here? Notice.
July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
All these fresh graves.
Wait.
Do you think that maybe
No.
Betty...
I'd know.
But...
You wouldn't understand. Elizabeth and I, we have a bond.
God, Edward. Your obsession with her is really starting to grate.
She's angry about it too. I guess my question is, because I don't want to make any assumptions. Would it be your guess that Alice? I'm just looking around, guys. That Alice, I think Alice wants more than just a friendship with Edward. Maybe. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but that, I mean, that's kind of the vibe it gives off to me. Like she's really jealous of their relationship.
Why board up a church?
To keep the ghosts from escaping?
Regardless of how they got past the boards, there's someone in there.
Let me go ahead and read this.
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Oh,
well,
man.
Of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs
That's
through.
nature, not God.
Who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
Can you peek through the boards?
I can a little bit.
See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Yeah, but how do we call?
Hello? I heard the bell.
Well, this is giving me
I'm
the
here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Well, let's break them. Coming from the same guy who couldn't get that window open. You know?
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet.
Well, actually, before we go in there, I gotta, okay. There's nothing down here. I don't think there's anything on the other side either, but I'm gonna check just to be sure. I can't get past her, so I guess I'm not checking.
Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
There are no ghosts.
I don't know about that.
Ropes?
What's this rope for?
The bell.
Well, I mean, well, how was it ringing then if there was no...
Lissie, look. Betty's gloves. They are definitely Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make sense.
Breadcrumbs. She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a labyrinth.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty. You're turning into such a pill.
She is not happy about it. Now, wait a minute. There's something on the floor back there.
What happened here?
The sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive.
Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths.
There were. What is this?
They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
Heretic. Okay, so we got two things we can read here. We can read that. And we will... we have something here as well. We'll read all of these things when we come back, guys. We'll take a break here. Do me a favor, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of the game. I'd really love to know your thoughts. What do you think about the story? What do you think about the graphics, the gameplay, the plot? Anything that you'd like to offer, I'd love to have a dialogue with you guys about it. Also, guys, follow me on Twitter, Facebook Gaming. I hand out that invitation in any game, every game I play. But I look forward to coming back and playing some more, guys. This has really got me intrigued. I want to know what happened to Ruth and to Betty. And what happened to this town? It definitely seems like it's a town divided. But where is everyone? What has happened? So we're going to figure it out. We'll definitely play this game until completion. So you guys come back and we'll see some more. Come back tomorrow, guys. You'll see some more of it. I'll see you later. Peace.